Cursed Dagger and Dragon. This is the book one in the World Paranormal Organization series, and this one's Clari Jones, or her name shortened Clari. Enjoy. Clari sat on a rocking chair on the porch of her rented cabin. The smell of pine trees, the cooler air, and the isolation up in the mountains was just what she needed. The wind gently caressed the pine trees, coaxing them into whispering their secrets, a soft, pleasant sound that calmed the restlessness seated deep within her. This was her annual retreat time, her time to unwind and regenerate. Only this time she had more to think about. She had feelings for both Morris and Sebastian. She also had questions about both of them. She trusted both and felt an attraction to them in different ways. She didn't trust herself with her new feelings towards them. She let out a grunt of frustration and then chided herself. This is not relaxing. She stood up, moved off the porch, and strolled down to a patch of sunlight filtering through the trees. She plopped down, took a couple of deep breaths, and entered her meditative state. She wasn't sure when she was aware of the presence behind her, but she didn't feel threatened, so she took her time coming out of meditation. Without standing or turning, she opened her eyes and addressed the one behind her. "Hello, Maestro." "Greetings, Clarima." She stood and turned around for her first glimpse of the infamous Maestro. Her breath caught. He exuded ancient and forbidden power, and all wrapped up in the package of the beautiful male body before her. He wore black jeans and a deep purple Oxford shirt with a black lightweight jacket unzipped. His blonde, almost white hair and his olive skin were alluring, but what really caught her attention were his eyes, his silver eyes. A dangerous recognition ignited deep within her, the attraction going to a cellular level as warning bells went off in her soul. Too many men were showing up in her life, and it was beginning to get complicated. He smiled. "I could say, 'Greetings, Tahini,' or perhaps you would prefer, 'We meet again, my pink dragon.'" Stunned silent, her mouth dropped open. Maestro hitched an eyebrow and gently clamped his lips together in an effort not to laugh. He cleared his throat and asked, "Might we have some tea?" She still hadn't uttered a word as she put the water on the stove and then pulled out the tea in teacups. As she prepared tea, Maestro took a short, self-guided tour around the small cabin. The living room and kitchen shared the same space with an old wood dining table set close to the designated kitchen area. The living room had a wood-burning fireplace. Off to the back of the dining room was the door to the bedroom and bathroom. Small, but it served her well. She regained her mental balance and found her voice again by the time she announced the tea was ready. They both moved towards the rustic table. "What brings you here, Maestro? Is it time to collect your fee?" "I came to visit with you, Tahini. I worried about you with all that transpired. I'm glad you're feeling well after the shooting. I also thought you'd like to meet." My name is Clari." "I'm confused, Maestro. You're not known to let others see who you are. You work in trading of services only, and yet you sit across from me to drink tea and chit-chat? Oh, and let's not forget, you're also a dragon as well as sporting a gorgeous human body. Did I cover everything?" She recognized what that deep rumble meant. Maestro was chuckling. "Did you say I have a gorgeous body?" His gaze became predatory. "No, Maestro. Don't go there. Not interested and not playing that game." Disappointed, he sighed. "Fair enough, Tahini. It's Clari. Now, why are you here?" Maestro peered into his teacup. "I knew you'd figure out who I was because of our dragon connection. I just thought I'd speed the process up." Everything inside of her knew there was more, a lot more, to his sudden appearance than what he divulged. She felt conflicted. As a dragon, his energy showed an honorable being, but she wasn't too fond of the energy from him in his human form. In his human body, his energy read darker, more self-serving. If she'd met him on the street, he'd be someone she would know not to trust. Sebastian's warning echoed in her thoughts. She redirected her thoughts. How's Michael doing? He's adjusted quite well and has been fully accepted. I'm glad you brought him to us. Maestro mulled something over. Tahini, I've been approached by a client and I'm afraid I found myself in a position I've never been in before. Maestro stared deeply into his tea as though he expected it to reveal the answers that he sought. She waited. Maestro stilled, then raised his head and met Clary's eyes. When he spoke again, she could see his hesitation and conflict in his energy. My client asked me to find a person for her. That person she is seeking is you. Maestro stood and strode over to the window. I have not told her where you are or that I know you. She's not told me why she seeks you, and at this point I can't ask her, though I intend to do a little digging on her to see if I can figure out why she wants you. Maestro rejoined her at the table and leaned forward. I have to ask you, Tahini, what are you? Her mind whispered, there's no such thing as coincidence. She frowned. It's Clari. What do you mean, what am I? Her voice dropped into a whisper, afraid of his answer. Did you accept the job from her, Maestro? No, Tahini. I told her my plate was currently full, but if I had an opening, I'd contact her. Again, I ask you, what are you? A shrug accompanied her answer. I don't know. I'm just Clari. Maestro snorted in frustration at Clary's answer. Clary almost expected to see smoke coming out of his nostrils. Maestro, with a promise to see her again, left, leaving them both with more questions than answers. Available on Amazon. Thank you.